Welcome, biology students. This is Miss Teslin, and we're here for the second part of 9.4 natural selection. We're using the same worksheet, and for question number 7 and number 8 for the virtual lab, once we select the virtual lab, we're noticing the differences between the labs. So we see differences in phenotype and different environmental factors. It also wants you to take note of the graph, the generation at the bottom, and population on the side. Then we're going to run through 3 generations with the summer environment, and then we're going to run through 3 generations with the snow environment. And we're going to determine what the population is. So we're going to measure population for 3 generations in the summer, and then 3 generations in the snow. And we're going to answer those questions. So if we look at the worksheet, we're going to answer questions 7 and 8 at the beginning, number 9 after 3 generations, and answer those population questions. And then we're going to run it as with the snow, and we're going to see what happens then. There we go. And we're going to have a data probe to track that. You're actually going to let this run for 5 generations, and you're going to answer questions 10, 11, and 12. Just seeing what happens with the population when you change the background environment. From there, we're going to reset. We're going to deal with mutations, and we're going to add a dominant brown allele into this mix. We're going to add a mate, and we're going to let this run for a couple generations, and we're going to answer questions 13 and 14 with this. Okay, so questions 13 and 14 deal with allele combinations, and which allele combinations we're going to find in these brown bunnies. So if we look at the pedigree, we can actually click on this while it's running. This is a heterozygous, first mutation, and we're into generation 2, heterozygous. Okay, that means it's uppercase and lowercase letter, dominant and recessive. And then here we are in the 3rd generation, and you're going to just click through and figure out that it's all heterozygous alleles. Now, why is it not dominant homozygous? And you're going to answer those questions on the worksheet. Now we're going to reset again, and we're going to hit dominant dominant allele here, and we're going to hit add a mate, and we're going to let it run for 2 generations. This time, we're going to add the environmental factor of a predator, the wolves. Okay, so once that is added, we're going to answer the question about what kind of effect that the wolf population has. And here we go. We're going to add those wolves and see what happens. And let this run for 9 generations, actually a long time. And you're going to answer questions 15 and 16 here. So what effect do the wolves have on the population? And then you're going to choose 10 brown rabbits randomly and record their genotypes. Remember, the genotypes are the capital F and lowercase f, or it could be homozygous dominant, which is 2 uppercase Fs. So you're going to record that for 10 rabbits. And then we're going to try another thing here. We're going to reset, and dominant, there we go, hit our dominant and hit our snow this time, and then we're going to have the mate, and this is going to run through. And again, after 2 generations, you're going to hit the wolves, and you're going to answer questions 17 for this. What effect do the wolves have on this population and why? And then for the last 2 questions, 18 and 19, you're going to make up your own lab. So this time you're going to reset, and then you're going to either do tough food or limited food, and you're going to select the brown mutation, and then you're going to record your data and see what impact the wolves have on those populations as well. So that'll take you through the virtual lab. Good luck.